Claggy deposits collect in the corner of each eye. He removes a discharge between forefinger and thumb and wipes rheum below the V-neck collar of his white 100% cotton t-shirt. His hand continues over his torso, resting between his legs, fingers flattened by the weight of his thighs, his genitals abutting the side of his palm. Rolling onto his right, he resumes sleeping. Bending his knees, he tucks his rounded right ankle bone into the dipped, hollow cleft of his left foot, drawing the white pinstripe cotton duvet under his chin, elbows bend, covers tautly wrap around his shoulders. Untucking his arm, palm face down, he lays his left hand on the outside of the duvet. Scrunching fistfuls of fabric, he brings his knees towards his belly, opens his eyes, blinks. His eyes water, tears stream down his cheeks and seep into the white, rectangular, down feather pillow supporting his head. He compresses the pillow into a bundled lump and turns onto his stomach, his head turned right, his cheek pressing up towards his eyebrow bone. He turns onto his back, his legs hip distance apart, and covers his eyes with the inside of his forearm. Lifting his legs from the hip, he raises the duvet and catches the bottom of the covers with the tips of his toes. Folding the end of the duvet under his feet, he turns on his side. Bending left leg at the knee, he raises the right leg to compensate the change in position. Left arm under his torso, right arm on the outside of the duvet. Rolling onto his back, joining hands above his head, elbows bent, his ears touching the insides of his upper arms, his eyes open. Blink. Slow blink. He sniffs, back of his hand pushing the tip of his nose upward. His left hand moves onto his abdomen. He scratches his testicles with the right. Kicking the duvet from his body, he rubs his face with both hands. Propping upright, arms behind his back, hands flat on the mattress, his wrists crinkle. Swiveling into a seated position, his feet land on a sheepskin rug. Parted green curtains cast a slit of cream light on the rug and his bare feet. He ruffles the sheepskin, spreading, bunching, and gathering textured wool with his toes. Standing, he straightens his spine, extends his arms to the ceiling, inhales, expands his ribcage, exhales, deflates his chest cavity. Raising his left index and middle finger to his mouth, he wipes dried saliva from the stretched corners and discards viscid spittle over the chest of his white V-neck. Eyes turgid with sleep, cheeks creased from bed sheets. Patting his face, his fingertips move skin in circles and allow his jaw to hang open slowly. Massaging his jawbone anti-clockwise, his lips parted, he emits a low groan from his lungs through his voice box. Fleshy, movable tongue pushing against his teeth. Crisscrossed wrinkles hang from sagging eye sockets and reveal his true bone structure underneath. Turning with his left shoulder, he moves to leave the bedroom, his arms hanging on either side of his body, head stooped with weight, his feet shuffling, swirling dust with each step. Left hand fingers curled, grazing his hip, right hand skirting the slumped duvet, heaped in folds and hanging off the end of the mattress. Lightly, he pushes the bedroom door ajar and enters the hallway, moves toward the bathroom and presses the thick red plastic switch down, illuminating the hot water light. Sharply pulling the bathroom light cord with his left hand, he shields his eyes and kneads his furrowed brow. He steps onto the black, tufted, oval bath mat and grabs the back of his collar, turning his t-shirt inside out and dropping it to his feet. He lifts his right leg over the edge of the white enamel freestanding bath, steadying his balance against the silver and white tiled wall. The square tiles are riveted. The grooves create purchase against his slipping palm. Right leg in the bathtub, his left follows, and the stainless steel fixed shower head is gripped until both feet are grounded. He runs the pale yellow shower curtain along the rail. White plastic hooks are evenly spaced as a polyester dryly wafts on the inside of the bath. He dials the electric temperature gauge clockwise. Water chugs gradually as pressure regulates and a steady, even flow is pumped through the hose. He closes his eyes, tips his chin back, and rotates his head. Water runs off his cheeks, jaw, and neck. The comfort of privacy carries his nudity. Bringing his hands to his eyes, he rubs water into his face and over the back of his scalp. The hair on the crown of his head has receded. A tonsure of cropped hair continues to grow in fair, straight strands. He bends at the knees and picks up a bottle of essential mint and tea tree shower gel propped between the bath edge and tiled wall. The oblong, transparent bottle is 3/4 empty. Vigorously, he shakes a dollop of opaque, sap-green liquid toward the push-pull closure. Expelling air from the bottle by pressing the heel of his palm and fingers around the package, he dispenses the shower gel into his free hand. Running cupped palms under the water, green gel turns to white foam. Working along his nostril creases, bridge of his nose, chin cleft, brow bones, forehead. Lathering into the pores of his face firmly with index and middle finger, circulating soap along temples, cheeks, edges of his mouth, jawline, muscles surrounding the upper part of his respiratory tract. Moon ring neck wrinkles move over his Adam's apple and nape of his neck. Splashing remaining suds from his face and eyes, he places the shower gel between the wall and the edge of the bath, bending to retrieve essential unscented 2-in-1 anti-dandruff shampoo. He upends the rectangular white and blue bottle. A thin stream of fluorescent blue liquid rushes from the flip plastic lid. Congealed remnants of shampoo have collected along the opening and inside the flip cap closure. Massaging suds onto his scalp, sparse hair slides under his fingertips. Rubbing his palms together, he rolls discarded hair into a matted ball, which clings to the contours of his body and steadily edges toward the plug hole. Returning to the shower gel, he forcibly jerks green jelly toward the base of the bottle and releases a spurt into his hands. Soap suds collect under his right arm and the concave hollow suctions foam. Straightening his arm toward the bathroom ceiling, he rubs white froth into his armpit and cranes his neck to examine bubbles knitting together his wet underarm hair. Moving stomach skin upward, he plunges his index finger into his belly button and drags chest hair over his soft pectoral muscles. Bending at his knees, lifting left leg to bath edge and washing his ankle, calf, thigh. Repeating the action with his right leg, he continues to wash his groin, buttocks, lower back, torso, upper chest, shoulders, forearms, shoulder blades. With his hands resting on his hips and head bowed, urine dribbles from his penis, swirls down his leg, pools at his feet, and washes diluted down the drain. He turns the dial anti-clockwise. Water peters to occasional drips. Retrieving a clean, beige, ribbed cotton towel hooked on the inside of the door, he dries excess water from his body, draws back the yellow shower curtain, steps over the bath edge, his balance supported by his right hand pressing into the tiled wall. Both feet on the tufted black mat, he pulls his belly button towards his spine and tucks the outer corner of the towel against the left side of his stomach, doubling the fluffed cotton over firmly. Bathroom cord yanked tightly, springing upward. Light off, red plastic switch flicked up, hot water disengaged.